What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Dizzle with the Sizzle. That never fizzles. Back at it again with your favorite college esports stream. How y'all doing today? How is everybody? What's popping? What y'all's day looking like? What y'all eat for lunch? I haven't eaten lunch today. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Eat dinner. I think my dad's cooking some mole, which is good. What's up, Alex? Yes, I am your father. Yes, I am. How is everybody doing? How y'all vibing? Weird. So, today we have most of the Iceberg. We're gonna interview Anna Deleon. Just what she does. She's our GA here. She helps us out a lot. She's late right now, so she's probably not gonna be here for another like 20 minutes. Never on. Oh, she's here. Hey!
Not late. I took my nap early today.
Good. All right.
At noon.
So y'all know the drill. So what's your name and why is it Anna?
It's actually Michelle.
Okay.
If you didn't know.
Yeah, just spelled differently, right?
Yeah, my parents really wanted a boy named Michael.
Oh.
Here I am.
So it's Michelle. Do you pronounce it Anna or do you pronounce it Michelle? Or do I call you Michael for the rest of the stream?
I would prefer Bella. Honestly.
Bella. Oh, okay, so you're one of those.
Twilight fan, if you didn't know.
Oh, so
New
like
kid in town.
So like Twilight or like fanfic though.
I would say the fanfic way more in depth.
That's a lot of shades though. It's a lot of grays. I didn't
Gray's
know there
my
was
favorite color.
Gray is so you like a lot of gray?
I do like
not a lot of
gray.
color. Is that why you changed your name from Pink Punk? Is it too vibrant for you?
Yeah, it was way too bubbly, and that's just not me, you know? I'm a very reserved kind of person. Don't have a lot of friends.
Okay.
Kind of shy.
So like the color gray.
Yeah.
Oh. So now you're just a punk.
I guess so.
It's good.
It really suits my personality, I think.
I feel that.
I needed a shift.
Okay. So tell us what's your favorite game right now? What game do you play?
My favorite game? I would say...
Like, what do you take competitively?
Competitively?
Yeah. What are you trying to grind out?
Have you ever played the board game Life?
Oh, no, that I usually, like, lose. I don't... Yeah, I'm not good at Life.
You just die.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm not good
I've
at
been
Life.
alive for, like, 50 years on that
I just
game.
quit sometimes. You know?
That's understandable.
And
I don't quit.
You know, life is
I only
scary.
win.
That's crazy, because I don't. All I do is lose no matter what.
All I do is win,
no
matter what.
But I lose, though. So that kind of brings up, like, my childhood. But we're not going to talk about that today.
You want to lean back.
So, like...
Expert advice giver, okay?
Let's, like, turn towards each other so we, like, can kind of see. So, we're just looking at
We're doing a seance right now.
Yeah. So, we're...
If there's any spirits in the room, please make your presence known.
What are you doing?
Have you seen car keys? My car keys.
What?
Wasn't your interview?
Wasn't his interview like a week ago?
Hey, come on.
But you haven't been here since last week.
Did you even go home?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, but
did he just not go home?
He hasn't been here all week. That's weird. So this is Fernie.
Oh, that's what we...
Yeah, it's called a fern. Yeah, it's not a fern.
Looked more like a succulent to me, but okay.
Not a lot of lint anywhere. Okay, so now this we're gonna go into some like
okay
hot takes, you know. Tell me. So you play a lot of Valorant, right?
Yeah.
Play a lot of Valorant. You know you
Radiant,
like,
by the way.
Back in the day, the original duo, and no one's ever said this, was me and you. We started Valorant.
Oh, my duos.
Back in the day.
Listen, I'm sorry to everyone out there that I claim as my duo. Joey was the OG.
It was the original. That's when I liked playing
OG.
Valorant. Now I just play a card game. But So, you know, Tim's a big shot diamond now. He doesn't
He doesn't need me.
he doesn't mess with peasants. You know, he doesn't mess
Yeah.
with us silver, bronze, iron players.
I think he doesn't say it, but he like really hates me.
I think he's embarrassed.
I think he's embarrassed to like talk to me.
I think so too. But
He called me a duo hopper.
you
That's
the
the other
old
duo
hopping
right there.
ain't no popping, you know.
If you ain't hopping, you ain't popping.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You're just getting better. But I know you get frustrated. Tell us about your current duo. Tell us about Charles.
Charles?
Hmm.
That guy doesn't know comms. If he dies, he says, "Hey, over there." And I'm like, "What do you mean there? What's there?" I don't really get what there is. Maybe they're here. I don't know where. And that guy,
But like, what makes
knives,
you like?
terrible. Crosshair placement, terrible. Comms, terrible.
Did you want one?
I haven't had one of these in a minute, actually.
It's crazy.
Charles never gives me a cookie.
Yeah.
If I'm playing well, he just says, "Hey, good job."
Yeah.
get one of
Why?
these.
Why don't you? Damn. About a week old.
I think that's true.
Found these
I'll
on the
take a bite.
floor. Yeah, me
I'll
too.
take a bite.
Gotta
I'll
keep
cheers
this
to
in
that.
frame,
I'll cheers. Cheers.
though. I'm slow. Hold on.
Just like Charles and Val.
That makes sense. He's smooth brain. Cheers.
Kind of crispy. Kind of stale.
It's Cajun, you know. Extra crispy. It's a Cajun cookie.
Not bad. Would give it a 7 out of 10. Just like Charles and Val. Give it a 7 out of 10. That's generous. That's on a good day.
So why do you hate Overwatch?
Listen. That Miles guy.
Hmm.
Listen, I can't talk really loud because
Yeah.
I think he's watching. He has
He's
cameras.
always watching.
He has cameras installed in these panels and
He's
stuff.
always around us.
He's always around. I just hear SpongeBob quotes in my ear sometimes. But that guy, I can't play with him.
Why not?
Have you heard him?
Yeah.
Walking meme.
Oh.
Can't take him seriously.
Makes sense. His name starts with an M, you know?
Ends with a Z.
It's weird.
Weird.
Yeah,
Last
why
name
doesn't he
Egg.
spell? You know what, like, why I don't... You know what really grinds my gears about Miles? My biggest pet peeve is when people are named after units of measurement.
What's up with that?
Like, why?
There's no reason.
Like, it's just like when people are named after rappers, you know? Like Travis Scott.
Oh my god, I hate that name.
I don't. Speaking of that, how do you feel about our esports coach? His name is like Travis.
Dude, gets up at noon. Doesn't answer his phone calls. I have to do all his paperwork. Dude, I made this room right now.
Man.
He came in and was like, "Oh, I was supposed to do that." He comes in, and I'm like, "Hey, good morning." You know, trying to be nice. He's like, "Huh? Oh. I feel like I can't work with that guy.
That's crazy. Like
I think I'll put
don't.
in my 2 weeks. I'm being honest.
Honestly,
us.
I already put
I
in my
hope no
2
one
weeks
else
3
hears
weeks
this.
ago.
This is between us, okay?
Yeah.
I have it written. And I think I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks.
Mhm.
I think I'm serious about it this time.
You should, honestly.
I deserve more respect, you know?
Yeah. I think it's just like
He takes all the credit for everything.
it's like
We're gonna have a ribbon cutting, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna say, "Yo, I spent days setting up this program. I spent a year all alone. I'm just gonna be standing
Crazy.
there."
You know, he said he owned an org at one point. I don't think so.
I really don't believe him.
I think he just, you know, people lie on the resume all the time.
Yeah. No, I straight up think he lied.
You know? I mean, he probably thought like, oh, it's a small lie.
It's a
Come
small
on,
lie.
yeah,
He's not going to be managing much.
No one's gonna
9
look into it.
teams,
You know,
content crew. I don't think
I think
Easy.
it was an in. You know,
it was an in. Easy money.
that's crazy.
Smells like IKEA.
It's crazy. Alrighty, so that was the first part of our skit. There you go. That's Anna. Goodbye.
This cookie was actually really stale.
It's not even that old. I stuffed these. I wanted it to be random. I put this in last night. Like, it's not that bad. Like, we.
You want the cookie? Oh God.
What's it called? Last night, I thought it would be funny. Earlier you took this out, and I didn't want you to see it because I had these in there since last night because I was waiting. They've been in here this whole all day.
Ew.
They're not that old.
Uninstalling? I think that's what's.
Ted American and Cyberpug. So, thank you for the follow. But yeah, let just. Why? Why are you named after a unit of measurement?
Do you have a SpongeBob quote for us before you leave? Huh? Do you have a SpongeBob quote for us before you leave?
Mr. Krabs, why did you choose to build a Krusty Krab 2 right next to the original Krusty Krab? I like money. Money.
So.
SpongeBob.
First, we're gonna start with Anna. Tell us a little bit. Who are you? What do you do? We'll do it icebreaker style. What's your major? What's your
Oh, for realsies, an actual introduction. Hi everybody. My name's Anna. Not Michelle. My name is actually Annabella. Go by Anna. It's Anna, not Anna. Anna. I'm studying for an MBA. I have been working in esports, specifically TAMUSA Esports for how long has it been? 2, 3 years? 2.5? Something like that? We started at the same time. Yeah, we started at the same time.
Because for rec, it was your semester. You were a semester here before me.
Yeah.
But for esports, we've been here.
It's like 2 years already.
Yeah, it's going on.
Almost 3.
No, 2 years. Because 2019 is when you went to Pennsylvania. Uh-huh. And I started doing the esports in the game room. Mm-hmm. So it's been almost 2 years.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah.
Been chilling.
So,
vibing, good times.
I say most of the iceberg on this interview because you do a lot of the work behind the scenes.
I do.
You know, like Travis does a lot of.
Travis takes all the credit.
Yeah, she wasn't kidding about that last part. But.
Hey, buddy.
Travis does. I mean, he's the head esports coach. He's the face. He's at a lot of the stuff. Yeah, he does a lot of the more public stuff, but you're more behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about what you do for the program.
The little spiel that I like to tell everybody whenever we go anywhere is the esports GA. Obviously, for the team, for all 9 of our teams plus a little bit of extra, I handle all of our, and actually I think even some people on the team who haven't met me don't know what I do. Like, I'm just kind of here for y'all. But give y'all some quick insight. I handle all of our daily operations, so that means, you know, anything that pops up during the day, people want to know about esports, people trying to apply, people want more information, etc., etc. I'm there to answer questions, there to give them the rundown of esports. I also handle our facility management. So, you know, this whole setup, and I'm sure some of you have seen the room, but not all of you. You'll see it soon. I helped set up our new esports facility, which opens officially this Saturday. And I also do our marketing, our digital marketing, our content crew stuff. I co-manage our content crew, which is Joey. More to come soon. And I'm also developing some other programs within esports for people to get involved in.
Nice.
A lot on a daily basis. Also, I clean Travis's office for him. Just an extra. I clean his glasses for him. Coffee runs, all of that good stuff.
When do you wear your glasses, Travis?
Never.
I'm pretty sure if he can shove his laundry to me and make me do his laundry, he probably would.
Oh my gosh.
You have anything to say about that?
I'd like you to speak with my attorney.
So,
I make sure Travis is alive.
basically.
That's what I do.
So, what was your, I guess, what was your start in esports? You know, What got you into the actual like competitive scene? Not like either wanting to be a player or seeing it. What got you into esports itself?
Well, you know, I'm not very competitive when it comes to video games. I've always been a casual player since I was a kid, and to be honest, I think the timing was just lucky. Uh, our boss wanted me to be a student rep, a student advisor for the committee that was on campus, trying to decide if varsity esports was a thing we can do. And I just so happened to be there. He knew I played Overwatch. He knew I liked video games. He knew it was something I was looking into. So he asked me to see if it was something, a team we could make. And as soon as I knew it, I was in Pennsylvania going to conferences, hired Travis, that whole thing. Somehow Travis hired me back after I graduated. And now I'm here. Yeah, been a fun ride.
Nice.
Learned a lot. Hope to keep going.
What would you say is your, I guess, as like, what do you like the most about esports? You know, is it playing the games? Is it understanding it at a competitive level? Is it the marketing behind esports, or what interests you the most about esports?
That's the funny thing. I think it's all of it. Like everything that you said, I actually genuinely enjoy learning about it as a whole industry. I was never, like I just said, I was never competitive with games. Even with Overwatch, I never played it competitively. I never thought of it as, you know, I'm going to go into this game learning the strat, learning, you know, how to play on a competitive higher level. But after being around the teams, playing with other people that are competitive, it's interesting to see their mindset, because it really gets you... It's similar to, I guess, traditional sports in that sense, where they really take it seriously. And there's actual strategy and teamwork behind it. And so I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to be part of that. So although I'm not on a team, I'm starting to take games more seriously. It used to be just a hobby, like something to get my mind off of school, work, or just to relax, but I'm starting to actually understand it on a deeper level, I guess. And then the whole marketing behind it, those that don't know, I graduated my bachelor's in marketing, and specifically digital marketing, and everything that I thought I wanted to do with a digital marketing degree fell into esports perfectly.
That's
so
good.
Streaming, creating content, actually creating websites, and getting things together, like in that kind of creative sense. I don't know, esports just kind of had it all for me, I guess.
Nice. So it kind of fell into place. It was just something that...
Sorry, destructive fun. Should I be closer? It's because I'm far away.
It's fine.
I'm
It's
actually
perspective.
I'm actually like 6'3", if you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm 5'2". So yeah, esports was one of those things that it just everything you like kind of fell into like a ball, like just there. You know, the whole package. What's your, I guess, goal with esports? Like, what do you plan on, like, after your masters? Do you plan on going to esports? Do you plan on doing something else? Like, what's like the goal right now?
The goal right now is to graduate.
Okay. I mean, that's a good goal.
After that, I don't know. There's been some talks about staying, going, doing more collegiate esports kind of stuff. There's also been, you know, ideas of looking into pro teams, etc.
Nice.
Helping with their marketing, not necessarily as a team manager or anything like coaching, but kind of on like the content marketing side of stuff. But
Yeah.
you know,
Seeing where
life is crazy.
Where it
We'll
goes.
see where it goes. What
Yeah.
happens?
So let's kind of go into more of a I guess personal. What I know you're a streamer.
Oh God.
What do you stream? What do you like streaming?
Okay, when I first started streaming, it was like, I love horror games. I love spooky games. So that was like my thing. I would stream a lot of horror games, and I still do. I actually just recently finished Blair Witch, I think, and we've been playing Pacify. other kind of spooky stuff. Still need to play Back for Blood, that Cav, thanks for giving to me. But lately it's kind of been a variety. We've played Human Fall Flat, I played Valorant, I stream it. It's more, I guess, I'm not restricting myself anymore. I'm getting more comfortable with streaming altogether. So I feel less afraid to play competitive stuff. Because I used to be afraid that, like, if I was just down bad, it would be like, this is on stream forever. But
Yeah.
now it's not so much. I actually am getting comfortable with streaming altogether. So I'm becoming a variety streamer. I'm going to take your job, Joey.
Hey,
Let's
I'll
go.
take Travis's job.
I believe in you.
So I guess, so horror games, that's it. Do you like, I guess, is it the rush of horror games? Is it the story of horror games? Like what gets you in, why do you like horror games?
I think it really is the story. I like games that have stories behind them. And I like horror movies in general. Like, I like horror anything in general. But, I don't know. Lately, movies and TV shows haven't really been, like, scary for me. But horror games, I feel like they always have something new and elaborative. And they're very, like, immersive in the way that they scare you. In a way that, like, movies just aren't.
Because you get to kind of be a part of it, right?
Yeah. There's a bug. Sorry.
Yeah, it's flying around. Sir, get off.
Sir,
You're not
this
allowed
isn't your
on
interview.
stream.
The fly wants to be interviewed.
Yeah, but so do you, what gets you kind of going back to the streaming? What made you interested in streaming?
It was kind of like when the pandemic hit.
Okay.
And my friends knew that I just sat at home playing video games all day. And they also like scary movies, scary stuff. We would have like little sleepovers where we would watch scary movies or go out to the movies and stuff like that. Because we couldn't physically be together and do those things, they were like, hey, why don't you just stream the games you're already playing as it is and we can watch. So I didn't expect for other people to watch me. I thought it was just going to be me and my 5 friends watching me play spooky games, but glad I made some friends out of it. All of you that are in chat, I'm pretty sure you've been on my stream, in my Twitch chat, so thanks. Appreciate it. Kind of shy.
So, okay, so let's take a turn. If y'all were here for this, back in March, we did a 1 month kind of running theme for Women's Empowerment Month. And Avis, I said Anna and Travis. Anna.
That's our team name now.
Yeah, Avis.
Avis.
Anna was at the forefront of that. She kind of got the streams together. She kind of got the event together. We had a I Am a Gamer event. So that's something you take very passionately. I want to ask, as a female streamer, as a female gamer, what's the experience for those who are like, I guess, don't know? Like, what has been your experience being a female gamer?
I mean, I guess it's just the people I've been
Hey, Dad.
around. Hi, Joey's dad. The people I've been around haven't been that bad. Like, our team, not to brag or anything, but y'all are great. Always have a fun time playing with everyone. No one's ever been, like, toxic. And I think that's just the culture that we have here. I know that it's been pretty toxic personally for me on Valorant with other teams, like opposing teams, I suppose you would call them. Haven't been the best time. I don't talk on VC, and like I feel like that's a universal thing for girls. It's not just me. I know that there's other women, other girl gamers out there that don't talk in VC. They only use text chat. Or they're just afraid to solo queue in general. So, I don't know. I kind of want our team, our Discord, our community to be welcoming.
Yeah.
As welcoming as they are to other guys, to me, I want them to be as welcoming to other girls. So, it's just the culture that I want to put forth on our team.
Nice. And you just mentioned that you don't, when you play like Val or anything, you don't use voice chat. Why don't you? Why?
Spidey feels me. She hates talking.
why is that a thing? Like, why don't y'all use voice chat?
For me personally, I don't want to speak for like everybody, but me personally, there, it's kind of difficult. If you're doing bad in the game, like everybody has off days, unless you're like a god gamer. Not everybody is consistent, and if you have a bad day, for some reason, people will blame it on you being a girl. And I'm stuck silver, so I'm not the most consistent person. I usually rely on whoever I'm duoing with, my 50 duos, to just talk in chat for me, or I'll use text chat. I don't know. I think it's just a very toxic thing that some people get into. That I don't know, like, why, but it can be toxic. Or even if you're doing better, like.
Yeah, it's
people just like to be weird.
It's a catch-22.
Yep.
Like, it's messed up if you do, messed up if you don't. Why?
I see it, Spidey, and I feel you.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Why do you
that do be the case sometimes.
in your opinion, why do you think that is? Why is it so toxic? Why is it so, I guess, difficult for women to, like, I guess not difficult, more like there's hardships. It's very stressful. I mean, like, you don't put on voice chat for those reasons. Why do you think the community is in a way that you can't freely go into voice chat or don't feel comfortable? Like, what is your opinion on that matter?
Why I think it's so toxic?
Yeah.
I think it's more just like, I don't want to call it a gender role thing because I don't believe it is, but I mean stereotypically, I guess is the word. Video games have been stereotypically a male thing. And I don't know, maybe some people are just like, why is there a girl here? Or they have this mindset of girls are worse at video games. And research shows, not to get into it and bore everyone, research shows it's not necessarily, a male-female thing. It's about the hours that you spend in a game. So a guy whose parents are, since they were younger, bought them an Xbox, bought them a PS4, bought them a PC, obviously are going to have way more hours in a video game than, a girl whose parents or maybe, family didn't really encourage video games. They were like, why get her an Xbox? Like, she won't like that. Will obviously have spent less time in a game, so the stereotype that girls are worse at games isn't necessarily true. It's more about just the time you put into it. But people don't want to see that research or don't really realize that research is there. So they just kind of blame it on, like, oh, it's because she's a girl. That's why she's bad at the video game.
Yeah, it's very ignorant.
Yeah.
So as kind of tying it back into our program, how do you plan, or how do we actively combat that? How do we encourage, or how do we want to encourage inclusivity and kind of break that stereotype?
Well, the things that, and you know this, but the things that we've been doing behind the scenes are just opening up this program specifically to newcomers, being really beginner friendly. Like, you do not have to be an expert at this game. Having community nights regularly helps us with that. And then having, I guess, like open hours for our facilities where, sometimes guests are allowed, sometimes people come in for a community night, allows people, marginalized groups, I would call them, that don't have PCs, that don't spend hours on a video game, that are beginners, kind of creates a more welcoming culture to our program. So you don't have to be an expert in the game. You just have to like gaming. That's all you have to do.
Nice. And what would you say to, I guess, the marginalized group of gamers who are very interested in esports, to be on the team or to be on the content crew or be a part of this program, but very hesitant. What would your advice be to them?
Just give it a try. We're not scary. We're gonna help you out 100% of the way. You know, there's people on the teams that don't have the best PCs, maybe don't have PCs altogether, they're on laptops. We have equipment here. We're trying to get the best for not just the team, but like students in general. And even streaming, like, you know, we helped you out with streaming, and like, I think you're great at it now. You're wonderful. So
Thank you.
people that are hesitant, it's always nerve-wracking to start something new, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
100%.
Michael Scott. So yeah, that's just what I think.
I like the answers. I like the energy. So, at this point in the stream, we're gonna open it up to Twitch chat. So we're gonna give it a few minutes. We're gonna y'all ask Anna whatever. Just gonna do this. Or
Your choice.
boom. We can take that out later.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to see
Yeah.
not on screen.
So
It's me.
Derek. So we're gonna open it up to chat. Feel free to ask Anna any questions y'all like. Music, food, gaming.
Why are we hard stuck silver 3? It's because I'm bad.
I'm stuck iron 4.
No, I don't think it's because obviously there's always like stuff that we have to work on as a team. I think if I'm being actually serious, I think we don't spend enough time constructively criticizing each other. Like, I don't mean like, why did you smoke that? Why, like, oh, crosshair placement. Like, I mean, actually, the games we lose, debriefing, like, why did we lose that game? Like, we'll kind of do it, kind of be like, there were rounds we could have gotten, like, we made dumb decisions. We don't really spend the time to be like, what were those dumb decisions and how can we do better? And then even the games that we do win, we kind of just chalk it up to like, oh man, like, I'm cracked, like, I was just on my A game that time. But we don't actually spend time constructively criticizing each other and being like, hey, that went really well, like, your spray control, amazing, your placement, amazing, but I think we could have took it a step further. So I think, if I'm being serious, that's why we're hard stuck silver 3.
Derek Red Smoke asks, what's your favorite music genre?
Music genre? This is hard, because I do listen to like a lot of different music. I would say on an average day, I listen to a lot of rock, a lot of pop punk, a lot of punk, a lot of rock. Maybe, if I'm feeling it, trap. Kind of. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, rock, little like punk and rap. Would you say your go-to genres are?
Yep.
On a daily, nice.
Angsty teenager kind of vibes.
Yeah, I feel that. Feel it.
Kind of feel it. Top 3? I don't know if I have a top 3, if I'm being honest.
Top 3 genres?
Top 3 genres or top 3 like artists? Because I feel like I don't actually have a top 3. They alternate very often. Even genre for me alternates very often. I think the one that's stuck with me since like middle school is my angsty punk phase.
Top 3?
About a year each. What does that mean?
Straight G.
Sure.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I'm so confused. What do it do?
What it do?
Travis, ask Anna a question.
Do you have questions for me? Things you want to pick my brain? Why do I hate you? Too tall. Bleached hair, not it. I wonder who did that. Like, they really botched it up.
Yeah, that was rough.
It's rough. It's orange, pretty much.
Yeah.
Voice too deep.
Bass boosted. It's not even voice, it's straight vibrations.
The bed hair, it's always there. Like,
when's the last time you showered, Travis?
I wasn't gonna say it.
He showers every day. Okay, so Miss Spidey asks, do you like Valorant more than Overwatch?
You know, for a really long time, Overwatch was my favorite. But I think lately I'm going to choose Valorant just because I actually spent time trying to understand Valorant in a competitive sense. And Overwatch I just played for fun. I do like Overwatch though. Like I genuinely do. I should play it more because I do like it and I should try to understand it. This guy, speak of Overwatch.
Stay here.
This guy, Miles just likes to creep, dude. I'm not. I said I like Overwatch. Miles is always trying to fight me, guys.
Speaking
Do
of
you have a question
Miles,
for me?
yeah, ask her a question.
Before we go on to other ones.
A question?
Yeah.
If you had to choose between all the money in my pocket and Joey, which one would you pick?
That depends how much we talking.
62 cents.
I'll take the money.
Uh,
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs, COD.
Got to go. Totally agree with the misconceptions of females playing video games. IT or most STEM. Thank you, Cyber. Glad my research checks out. That I'm not just insane. I know you play it more. Valorant? Yeah, I do play Valorant a lot more. I play it like every day. Like I hadn't played it for like a week until yesterday. But you know what? We just keep going. Fight you? Is that a question? Yes?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I
Coach
have
Dirty?
a question. If you have
COD,
what's like
question
your
mark?
goal for the esports program this year? Like if you have like one thing you want the esports program to achieve this year, what is it? We've made playoff games. We've already like made some deals with companies and like gotten some stuff. Like what's the goal you have for this year in particular with the esports program?
A goal? One clear goal I have, and this can be a little bit biased, but increase female participation, whether on a competitive sense or just as a casual sense. We actually are almost at my goal, if I'm being honest. The actual, because I set actual metrics to it. We're already almost there, so that's cool before the semester even begins. Another one, for me personally, was to learn more about the coaching side of esports, which kind of difficult, kind of scared. Hope I don't let everyone down. Yeah.
Well, then the hard question is for the females that are interested, like what do we have to offer? Like what do we have to offer for the females that are interested, that are like scared to dip their toes in the water, that are like scared of things that might happen, or the people in the industry? Like what do you have to say to those people, and what do we have that?
To female gamers?
Yeah, what do we have that brings?
We kind of went over it, but I mean, the culture at our program, which I mean I can speak on it. It's something that I've built up. I think we're really open to anyone, not just female gamers versus male gamers, but open to everyone in a sense of marginalized groups of people. So, you know, I don't know the right word for it, and I don't want to mess this up. But, you know, female gamers, low income people that generally felt like they wouldn't be able to afford PCs, things like that. I feel like the culture here is actually very welcoming. And also, I think it's just inclusive overall. Like, we don't really, even though we try our best to be like, women on the team, there's a difference between inclusivity and exclusivity in my mind. So we don't limit things like, even though we had a women's empowerment event, it wasn't women only, because I feel like that in itself makes it too exclusive to the point where you can't network with your fellow peers that are in gaming. But let me stop it there before I get too into this, because I can actually go on with this forever. Pog.
Yeah. How's Blair Witch going?
I finished it and it was spooky. It was spooky. I actually genuinely got jump scared at the end of it. Like,
oh my God.
every 5 seconds I was literally freaking out. Also, why are you short, Anna? You're literally almost 4 feet. I am 5'3" and a half. Tim measured it. He is my actual witness. He took a tape measure and he measured my height. I am 5'3" and a half.
5'3" and a half. What a legend.
Yeah. You offer a good community and supportive. Thank you, Spidey. I'm actually glad to hear that.
Nice.
Non-toxic space.
I know he's in here. Fernando! Oh. Never mind. I was going to be
We're
like...
not a hot spot anymore. We got AC. True. We get an AC. Be hitting different. Taller than Nasty Nate. I Unfortunate.
Man, you mean Sussy Nate?
Ban this guy. Is Nando here?
He's...
Did I hear someone? Oh. Anyway, 3.5. 5'3.5". Yeah, I am.
Interesting. I'm like 5'2".
You're like 6'3".
Hey, yeah.
You
On
know,
my money, I'm 6'6".
I actually thought we were talking about height forever ago, and I actually thought you were like 5'10".
No, I'm 5'8".
That's weird.
Like 100%, I'm 5'8".
I thought you were like way taller than you told me.
Honestly, I feel like I could be 5'9", 5'10" if I didn't slouch and my like back wasn't throwing up gang signs. Like,
Unfortunate.
I look like that.
You think you're 5'5"? I can see it. I think so. From the few times we've stood next to each other.
Travis is 5'11".
Travis is like 4'11".
What does that mean?
He said he's gonna kill me.
Oh my gosh.
Did I say that on stream? Cut. Can we wind that
Edit it
back?
out. I'm 6 foot. Yeah, Derek's like 6 foot, 6'7". Give or take.
Give or take.
Interesting. But yeah, we're still Anna.
Looks taller because you're short. That's why. Travis or Joey? I think he means you.
No idea, probably. I've gotten that I look taller when I sit down, but when I stand up, I'm short. I've gotten told that by like 3 people that when I'm sitting down, I look taller than I actually am.
I changed my height. I am now 6'5", so I'm taller than him.
Yeah.
I believe you. You're 6'5" in my mind.
Yeah. It's
Ivana
subjective.
just rolls up like completely buffed out 6'5". She owns this team.
I identify as 6'3". Hey, you're free to do that, sir.
Whatever you believe.
You have the right to be wrong.
Yeah.
No, he's actually 3'6".
3 foot. Okay.
He got the apostrophes wrong.
3'6".
He's 6'3".
He said, "Wait."
6 inch 3 foot. Ripperoni. Oh, that's nasty Nate height.
You have the right to be wrong.
I'm gonna use that.
Dang.
That's funny.
Can we call you Anna Bandana with a banana from Montana who owns Cabana? I mean, people barely get the pronunciation of Anna right.
I don't know. I've always said Anna. Like, just...
Shawty!
Shawty! I've always said Anna. Like, I hear people say Anna all the time. I'm like,
Huh?
I know. I naturally say Anna. It's like
I
saying
think
Taco Cabana.
I don't really, like,
It's weird.
correct people either way. Like, Anna and Anna, I don't really, like, care.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of my bad. It is Anna, though.
Fern.
That's my plant, by the way. He kind of just took it.
Yep.
I like Anna, but I also say plaza instead of plaza. Do you mean plaza instead of plaza?
Do you mean data or data?
Cabana? Dude, this
Plaza?
bug.
That's funny. This... Whew.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I'm tired.
Dude, it's kind of been a long day.
This energy drinking is just keeping me awake. Like, it ain't even waking me up. It's keeping me awake.
I said Anna to someone who's actually named Anna, and they got mad. I mean, to each their own. Some people, like, care about the pronunciation of their name. Especially if it's something, like, Hispanic. Like, Anna, I feel like, is a very Hispanic pronunciation. So people don't want to, like, wash it down and say Anna. But mine is actually Anna. Show the plant. I just let people say my name how they like it. They can choose what they call me. True. I want to see the Oh. I want to see the plant. Show like one leaf. How long has Anna Bandana been working for Mr. Travis? How long have I been working for you? A year? He said too long.
Ripperoni.
I think it's been a year.
Whenever you officially got your grad, like you got accepted to grad school.
Well, I was working with you before. But actually working for you, it's been a year.
Yes, I mean, well, you technically became a grad assistant. Then you
Travis is my boss. Kind of weird.
technically work for rec sports.
Yeah.
And but you're
Okay, I worked for Travis for a year, but I worked with him before for like half a year. Yeah.
Nice. How long have I been working for Mr. Travis?
Kind of crazy. Kind of weird. Travis is my boss. That's weird to think about.
Yeah.
not a bad thing.
Well, because you're my friend.
She used the F word.
Travis
Travis is excited.
Wait, I'm her friend?
2 years of
Friends.
twins. Who said who? What it was? Paperclip, paperquip, or
He says flog.
flog. Outside of games, what does Anna do as hobbies and such? Same for Mr. Joster.
I hang out with Joey.
I hang out with Anna. What do I do? I don't know.
I bum around at Miles's apartment.
Work out.
That's exactly what I do. I'm spending the night at Miles' apartment tonight.
Miles
He
just
doesn't
comes-
know that.
Miles comes home. Miles comes home and I'm just like, welcome home.
It's like I spend the night at Miles' apartment tonight. What? You didn't know that?
Okay.
I usually cook at Miles' apartment.
Yeah. It's the rules.
It's the
It's the
rules.
rules.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna cook for y'all eventually.
I'm down.
I'll just show up.
Yeah, we don't have to knock anymore. Doors
spare
always
key.
open.
No, you don't. Yes, you do.
I go in through the balcony.
Alright. If you can come through the balcony, then you can come in. If you can do that,
That's funny. Open balcony.
Open balcony policy.
That's funny.
That's the way it is. What
So
do
this
I
is
do?
on live
Dude,
stream.
what do I do in my free time? I feel like I feel like that's an actual answer. Like I just hang out with y'all.
Well, free time outside of work.
Or even outside of work, like I hang out with y'all.
True.
Like
What do I do?
Usually with my
work
friends.
out.
I work out.
Work out.
I-
I stream. You stream. Not sometimes.
build Legos.
Build
I build Legos.
I like Legos.
I paint. That's something
I
not a
haven't-
lot of people know about me.
know that.
I paint.
I used to draw a lot and paint, but I feel like I haven't done it recently.
I paint a lot.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of sunsets. That's like my thing. I used to do graffiti.
I used
legally.
to really like bike riding, like bicycling.
Mhm.
I'd like to go to like Brackenridge Park and like get my thoughts out of my head, bicycle around.
Painting with Joey when?
Do
Oh,
what I do, I
painting
blank and
stream?
hope they don't think. I don't really blank when people ask me like, what do I do? I feel like it's just not like. I feel like there's not like a straight hobby that I'm like, I go hiking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like. Derek, we're not allowing that, you know?
We're not
We're not
allowing that.
But yeah, I feel like I don't have like a straight hobby. I'm like, oh, I hang out with friends. I hang out with family.
I don't think you meant it like. That's funny.
Okay, my bad. You're banned, bro.
Banned. Timed out.
Banned.
I used to like say. I don't know. It's been a weird time for me. I feel like that's like a deeper question because I need hobbies again. Like I used to paint.
Therapy is now in session.
I used to paint a lot. I used to draw a lot.
Same.
I like making stuff, like crafts and stuff.
Yeah, I used to really like sculpting and stuff.
Mhm.
Even if it was just like with Play-Doh.
I liked more like getting cardboard and making stuff out of it. Like I would like make different things.
And obviously my scary movie scary genre kind of stuff. I like watching scary movies. I like movies in general. I feel like I watch a lot of movies. Kind of weird.
I'm kind of getting into like watching. So I had a thing where if I watched a movie or if I watched a show, I would kind of skip through it. Like I'd finish like a 2-hour movie in like 45 minutes. Just like, I don't know, I like skipping through it, but now I'm like actually watching the show and understanding and actually getting attached to the characters.
You know what's
But-
one hobby that I wish I could stick with, but I can't? Reading. Like sitting down and
I've been
reading a
doing good
book.
at reading.
I can't.
I've been reading The Count of Monte Cristo. That one's a good book.
I read a book when I was in isolation when I got COVID. And that was like the last time I read a full book, like an actual novel.
I read a lot of like finance books and like business books.
I respect that.
I'll
'Cause I
read.
can't.
I'll read for like fiction every once in a while, but I usually read like business books.
My other hobby is bothering Travis.
100%. That's my esport.
I edit memes about hating Travis, and that's my hobby. I send them to him.
100%. Yeah, we all have our favorite games. Travis, what's your favorite game? Is it Sea of Thieves?
Ahaha!
Ask me.
Yeah, are you not gonna answer?
You're not gonna answer? Do you like Sea of Thieves?
Roll the clip.
Roll the clip. He's gonna quit. I feel it. I love
Base
reading, but
boosted.
sometimes my attention sucks. Yeah, if I do end up reading, like I'll read half the book, put it down, and then never pick it back up. I want to go to a bike trail. Same. We should go on an esports hike.
Down for a hike.
I actually like hiking.
SOT Disaster by Nando. That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, we got a few more minutes. If y'all have any more questions, anything at all, say speak now, forever hold your peace. Something like that. Kanye.
There's a fly now.
Yeah. But yeah, plant.
This is the fly that's in this room is now our esports pet.
Yeah, 100%.
We have to feed him, give him water. What's your prescription for your glasses? You know what's funny?
I have like a -7.
As a joke, I think I put it in like Jay's birthday card thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have my glasses prescription.
His birthday's coming up.
Are
We
they
did
thick? Not really.
that. Mine are super thick, but I have
They're
high.
dirty.
So like, I don't know if y'all can tell. That's pretty thick, and they're high index. So these are super thinned out, and they're still like half an inch thick, or like 1/4 inch.
Mine aren't that thick.
Mine are pretty thick. Are yours concave?
Kind of.
Mine are convex. No. Mine are concave. Convex are the
I
rounded
can
ones.
see without my glasses. Like I regularly don't have my glasses on. Only when I have to read. Like so since I have to read chat, I have my glasses on. And I drove here, so I had to have my glasses on.
No, I have like I don't ever take off my glasses. If I take off my glasses, I can't see. Like I have to be this close to read if I don't have my glasses. Like yeah.
I usually put my glasses on like if I have to 100% see, like reading, class, driving. Reading glasses, yeah.
You're old, huh?
I'm old. True.
Not as old as Travis.
Not as old as Travis. He's about to cry.
Got mad when I
My
broke his ankles.
bad.
I went left, but he went right. That's funny. But yeah, so this is end of the stream. Anna, you want any plugs? Any last words? Anything?
No.
Okay, so
No, I look forward to seeing everybody this semester. Pretty sure everyone has my Twitch, so I'm not gonna say it because it's embarrassing and I'm shy. But yeah, I look forward to seeing everybody. I hope we can all meet in person this time instead of on Discord, even though that is fun. But yeah, I'm excited. Got a lot of stuff planned for y'all throughout the semester, throughout the year actually. I've been working overtime, but I think it's gonna be a good year, and I look forward to it.
Nice. Well, that was the end of our stream. That was the last stream of the summer. Make sure you are in our Discord when the new stream schedule comes out for the fall. But that has been your boy, Jay Dizzle with the sizzle that never fizzles. Signing off. Peace.